The following program contains adult content and language. The material contained may be offensive to some people. Content may potentially be appealing to all ages. It is intended for older audiences. It may not be suitable for anyone under the age of 17. Listener discretion is advised.
The things that come out of my mouth do not represent the views and or opinions of any entities whatsoever to which I have been, am, or will be affiliated with. I am capable of thinking on my own, and we encourage you to do the same. If you are offended by anything I say, feel free to think it through and let it go! All aboard! All aboard! Please have your tickets in hand and gather all your belongings. You are now boarding the crazy train. This is In Your Face. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Dixie's very own little darling, the female mouth of the South, Rebel Midler. Thanks for boarding the train at the station you are tuned into. Go ahead and find your seats. We are starting this interactive ride. You can try to contact us on social media platforms. If you do, you can voice your opinion, speak your mind, put information out there, or just call in to talk. I like to shoot the shit and I welcome controversy. Bring it! If you got the stones, that is. God, goddess, family, friends, and everyone listening, please forgive me for anything and everything that's about to come out of my mouth. I say this before the show because I know me, and quite frankly, I can be a bitch.
Don't fuck with me, fellas! This ain't my first time at the rodeo.
It sure the hell ain't. Oh, if you are shocked by anything that I say, then obviously you have not been paying attention. Alrighty, folks, today's program... I seem a little funny sounding, don't I? I think that's me. My voice, yes, my voice sounds funny. Sorry, folks. It's okay. It's all in the programming. It's a sinus thing, I think. I don't know. Anyway, today's program is brought to you by Country Corners Gazette and a few others that you may hear. Yes, I'm moving away from the microphone. I do this on a regular basis. Y'all should know this. Anyway, any others you may hear about along the show. All right, this one's from our Just So You Know, in the know, part of history. Keep out of my business. I think I'm going to add a keep out of my fucking business in there. But hey, we're going to leave it at what they titled it right now. Keep out of my business. Word to the UnWise. Listener comments and or questions. Wonder about Just Saying and holiday segment of our show. Where the flip? I got a piece of hair that I can see, but I don't know where it is. Oh my God. Don't y'all hate that? Anyway, I felt the need to put this out there. So all the self-righteous, only my religious holidays and beliefs matter, people who think you should not have a life so that they can, people that think they are more educated than others, people who think they are better than you, people who think you don't matter, people who think they are getting over on others, etc., etc. Okay? That's for all of you assholes out there. This one is, anyway. Is Mardi Gras a religious holiday? For all of you who don't know, technically, yes. Most people do not realize that New Orleans is a predominantly Catholic city, and that Mardi Gras is a celebration inspired by Catholic tradition and ideology. You can sell that word. Ideology. That's it, I think. Close enough to it. More than anything, Mardi Gras is an inclusive event for everyone which revels in life and love, family and friends, music and food. Together, we appreciate all the things that make life exciting and worth living. Before some of us began our 47 days of fasting and self-reflection, it's called Lent. So it's called, you have a little bit of excitement in your life before Lent starts. Now, we all know I'm not a religious person, but I had to put it out there just for others to be in the know. Absolutely. I'd like to say hi to everyone out there. I'm seeing you guys. All right. Do you know that piss freezes at 23 degrees Fahrenheit, negative 5 degrees centigrade? Fun fact. If you are following us, you may have already saw, what is that? Put an R in there. You might have already heard or saw that similar post before. I had to share it I just had to put it out there because sometimes you need to just put things out there so it's known and you don't bottle crap up. All right, because if you bottle shit up, you can wind up having a can of whip ass explode, and sometimes that can is like a fucking case. You don't want to do that. That could be dangerous for other people and or you. Anyway, all right, now on to the actual show for today. Yes, indeed. All right, welcome to the show today. Thank you all for coming. We need to cover a few things that came up from the Money, Taxes, Dessert, and Dick Plus show. It's about a couple weeks ago, but probably about 2 weeks ago. I think that's what the show was. Just like all of our shows, we have an adult warning on the show. All right. We had a few listeners thank us for being so out there. Well, you guys are welcome. Okay. Y'all are welcome. You gotta be. You gotta put it out there. You can't walk around on eggshells, because if you do, then you're not enjoying your life. If you're just not. Okay. FYI, today's show is wait before I do that, don't jump ahead of myself. Let's finish up on Money, Taxes, Desserts, Dicks, and Dick Plus show. We had a few people give question about one in particular from that show in the Plus portion of the show. We told you guys, if you find yourself having to tiptoe around others, you're not walking amongst your tribe. All right. Now, we gave you a few examples. Really, what it comes down to is you should not feel like you have to watch your back all the time. If you are around people who are talking behind your back, telling people incorrect shit that goes on, trying to undermine you, just plain narcissists, etc., you need to protect yourself. Surround yourself with people you are compatible with. People you can, people that can gain your trust, people who share your vision, people who help build a strong foundation, people who you actually can have fun with. All right, they can probably have fun with you too, but that depends on a whole different story. Okay, anyway, now back in Cooking Up with Bullshit, in the Cooking Up with Bullshit show. That was a few weeks back. In the Cooking Up with Bullshit show, we mentioned a reference to a bit from a show titled Post, Myths, and Bullshit. That was back on 5/19 in 2020. Let me think now. It came from a Facebook post with Morgan Friedman holding a card that said something like, sometimes you gotta feed people some bullshit just to see who they run back and tell. Well, that can actually give you that can give you insight to be actual, to find out who your actual tribe should be. If you think about things, as I have said many, many times before, people engage in this activity all the time. You may be saying it seems shady. All right, well, depends on how you use it. Okay, yes, it could be. Even so, it can be put into practice just to get down to the bolts and nuts of the situation. Okay, when you don't have trust in people, because you're now seeing the light after a great deal of time, only seeing the smoke and mirrors, things change. Okay, now people are some, not everybody, but some people are narcissists, and those have tendencies of the likes. Okay, so you need to start seeking this out. Okay, people that are narcissists, or those who have the tendencies of a narcissist, will be better seen, and you will find more of the truth that you didn't see before. You really, 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 really need to put that into practice. Those people will also try to fuck your world, okay? We have more of that, more of stuff coming up in a show titled Narcissistic Sociopath Show. I think that's what it's called. Let me see. Narcissistic and Sociopath Show. I don't know when that one's slated to come out, so make sure to stay in touch with me and the shows so you don't miss that one. It could be beneficial. that one might actually spark stuff that people want to write in or call in about. Okay, how many of you have taken a good look at the path you have gone down and are walking on now? Are you aware of what is really like, how do you say that? Are you aware of what it is really like to be in your shoes? What about self-worth? Do you value your self-worth, or do you have self-worth? Do you know your self-worth? So many things to think about. So many, many things to think about. FYI, today's show title is In Your Shoes, Self-Worth. Let me check the comments here. Absolutely. So, our first excerpt from it's from our self-awareness. What's really going on? Something to think about. Life as we know it. In the Know Facebook post, opinions, and advice segment. Woohoo! Loving it. Okay. Do what is right for you. No one else is walking in your shoes. No one walks in your shoes, and no one knows you better than you should know yourself. Okay? You gotta do what you gotta do. So you have to take care of you. How many times have you said this, right? This one's going to come up again in another show. I don't remember what show it's going to come up again, but something close to it. Do what is right for you. No one else is walking in your shoes. Have you ever thought about that? I mean, have you ever asked someone else to walk in your shoes? No one seems to be able to get it. They don't seem to be able to do it. First of all, everybody's, even if they're the same shoe size, they're not getting it. They're not getting the fact, because everybody doesn't feel things the same. Everybody don't do things the same. But when you're doing for other people and never taking a moment to say, hey, wait a minute, I want this, or this is what I need to do. How many of you even remember doing that? How many of you remember taking a minute and saying, gee, I need to do something for me, or I remember me, or who, my goodness, that's way back in the journey to you, right? When you're out walking in your shoes, what do you need to do for you? What do you need to do to make sure you're comfortable in your own shoes? Do what is right for you. No one is walking in your shoes, and nobody's gonna. They're gonna keep walking all over you in your own damn shoes. That's sad, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So don't fall victim to this. Don't be in that rut. Don't let it go on to where you not even realize it's going on. Okay, because that's gonna hurt even more when you realize it's happening. Okay, seriously, stop. Just wake up and smell the coffee. Choose the good size. Absolutely. Choose a good size for your own well-being so you don't hurt yourself while you're walking. All right, up next, we have a knob from our Things to Think About, Advice, Opinion, Stop and Think, and Words of Wisdom segment of our show. Woohoo! There are apologies I'm still owed, and apologies that will probably never come. But by far, the most important apologies are the ones I owe myself for not thinking I was enough, for not thinking I was worthy, for not realizing my magic beforehand. Okay. All right. And from believing the smoke and mirrors and total utter bullshit that spews from the mouth of others. I'm sure there are so many more things to add to this, yet we will work with what we got here. All right. That what is owed will probably never come, so that is true. Don't hold your breath for that apology to come if you have not gotten it yet. Okay? The one that will come is the one you give yourself. First, you have to realize you owe yourself. Okay? I know you owe everybody else. You might as well owe yourself, right? No, stop owing yourself. Wrong answer. It's just not something you got to accept anymore. Like I said, I know you're thinking you owe everyone else. Why not owe yourself? That is the wrong answer to think about. You currently do, but stop owing yourself. You pay your bills eventually, right? Absolutely. Everybody pays their bills eventually. All right. What you need to do is move yourself to the top of the priority list. You are enough and you are worthy. Don't let others put you out of sorts. Don't let others put out your flame. You got this, okay? Light your magic fire and soar to the stars. Learn to see through the smoke, mirrors, and utter bullshit and let yourself get someplace. All right? You and only you can do your best to be all you want to be. I almost sound like some kind of military slogan, right? No. Okay, please remember that. You and only you can do your best to be all you want to be. All right? Remember, there are apologies you're still owed. Apologies that'll never come. But by far, the most important apologies are the ones you owe yourself. For not thinking you were good enough, for not thinking you were worthy, and for not realizing your magic before now. Okay? Don't stay in that rut. Don't hold yourself down. You need to make some changes. You need to come up with what's best for you. Remember, no one else is walking in your shoes. Okay? All right. For if anything, please remember that. Our next wedge comes from our things to think about, helpful hints, think before you speak, advice, and opinions segment of our show. Ooh. All right. Self-sabotage looks like rejecting praise and comments, not asking for help, pushing people away when they start to get close, opening up and attaching to others prematurely, refusing to do something unless you can do it perfectly, procrastinating on important projects, putting everyone else's needs before your own, constantly criticizing yourself, isolating when you are hurting. Okay. All right, we're going to break them down. The first one was rejecting praise and compliments. We are conditioned for the most part to do, for these, okay? Most of the time you think it's polite to shut down a compliment or praise, to not be thought of as having a big ego or something. Learn to just accept the compliment and say thank you. Don't make up an excuse why or whatever. I prefer to criticize others. That's cute. Let's see. Not asking for help. And FYI, we're doing what self-sabotage looks like. See, if you're doing these things, and we all do, at least 2 of them or more. All right, we're going to stop the self-sabotage. Number 2 is not asking for help. If you're like me, you don't want to burden anyone with crap you got to do, so you bear the load, okay? Just know other people can help and you may actually find people willing to help. All right, that's a rarity. I know, it's just but they're out there. You know, my faith in humanity is, but there are people out there that will help just because, you know, they do right. So don't be afraid to give a bit of yourself if they offer to help. Okay, just let other people help you. It's no harm in doing that. You know, pushing people away when they start to get close. Oh man, we all build up walls to protect ourselves, and fear can set in at times, right? Of course. You need to know you well enough. Let me make sure you understand it. You need to know you well enough to be able to know if you can let someone into your closer circles. Okay, you need to watch what you're doing. Opening up and attaching to others prematurely. All right. So you need to know when to listen to yourself and know when to open up and when to not. Okay. You again, it's pretty much just like the last one. You need to know you. All right. Refusing to do the next one. Yes, refusing to do something unless you can do it perfectly. Stop holding yourself back from what you need to do. Wrong answer. Sorry. What did I just read? Oh my goodness, I'm losing my mind. Oh, you know what? Because I read them both at the same time. All right, anyway. Refusing to do something unless you can do it perfectly. That's number 5. There is no such thing as perfect. Okay, please come to terms with the fact there is no such thing as perfect. All right, now on to what I was fixing to say. Procrastinating on important projects. Ooh. Stop holding yourself back. Okay, you need to stop holding yourself back from what you need to do for yourself and to make yourself move forward. Now, a lot of people get confused on that. It's not selfish to do stuff for yourself. It's actually the better thing to do, because all my life I heard that whole scenario on a plane. If the masks come out, put your mask on first, blah, 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 blah. I totally didn't understand that. I always wanted to help other people, but you know what? Stop worrying about helping other people. Make sure you're helping yourself, because God damn it, if you can't get oxygen to your brain, you're going to wind up. Okay, just saying. You need to stop procrastinating and do what you need to do. Putting everyone else's needs before your own. Oh my God. I can say most of the time you get stuck in the rut because you are always putting other people's needs before your own. Again, I tell you to move yourself to the top of your own priority list. All right, that's the only way you're going to fix this. Constantly criticizing yourself. We are our own worst critics. Okay, stop being so damn hard on yourself. Like you for you. I know what she said. Like you for you. The best way to do that is to get to know yourself. Let me fix that real quick. Sorry, what? Okay, stop it. Oh my God, I got a blue screen. No blue screen of death. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, it's gone. Whew, the teleprompter was going nuts there. Anyway, the best way to do that is to get to know yourself. Refer back to the Journey to You series from Rebels Romper Room. For more details on that, you can contact me. Okie dokie, you need to put yourself first. I know why the teleprompter is going nuts, because it keeps going up and down, because I got to go back to the original thing before I can tell you any more, because it's not in order. It's good. And we know better for next time. Isolating when you are hurting. You don't need to go through things alone, okay? Sure, it may seem like it, but you should be the first one in your own corner. Really? Yeah, absolutely. And it helps if you have the right people in your inner circle to be there for you. Again, remember that can of whip ass. You don't want to bottle it up. I encourage you to really think about things and work to recognize self-sabotage so you can stop it in its tracks, okay? You need to stop you from self-sabotaging. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible thing. Ooh, crap. Speaking of terrible thing, we have a lot of stuff to get to. Okay, so let's move right along. The next unit comes to us from our advice, opinions, something to think about, and in the know segments of the show. Some people are still mad at you because they failed at destroying you. I got to read that again so you understand the concept here. Some people are still mad at you because they failed at destroying you. That's right. And they may give it another go, okay? They haven't succeeded yet, but they may try and try again. But you still need to stand your ground and hold your head up high. You got this. Don't fall victim. Not even ever. All right? You have the power to not let others break you down and destroy you. Don't let it happen. You need to notice when it's happening. You need to start noticing others' behavior, and you need to put it in the right category. Stop falling for the stuff that you don't see right off the bat. Okay? I got to put it out there. Our next element comes to us from our In the Know, Just So You Know, and Just Saying segments of our show. Wow. Okay. Remember, today's show is In Your Shoes and Self-Worth. In Your Shoes, Self-Worth. That's how you'll find it later. Some of the most generous people have very little money. Some of the wisest people have no education. Some of the kindest people were hurt the most. Ouch. All right. When you're given this, that is deep. Okay, so when you're given this some thought, please see it from the correct point of your brain, okay? You don't need much money to be generous. Money is not the only thing of value you have to give to be generous with, okay? Think about it. Time is worth much more than money. Ouch. I'm going to have to hear about that, I'm sure. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Damn. And I can't say it in this show, but yeah. Time is worth so much more than money. But it is one of the things you can never get back. Okay? You can make money again and this, that, and the other, but unless someone builds that time machine, even then, you're never going to get that time back. Life can give you a multitude of experiences, so no, you don't need to be educated to be wise, okay? And yes, some of the kindest people have been hurt the most. If they are not the most bitterest person from the hurt, they will be the kindest because they know the feeling, okay? Really, that is so deep, okay? Remember your time, people. Remember your time. It's worth so much more money. Don't go on wasting time on the wrong people and the wrong things. Know the worth, okay? It's part of your self-worth. Your time is part of your self-worth, and it's part of walking in your shoes. So you need to really think about it. You need to make sure you are the top priority on your priority list. And how do you do that? You move yourself to the top of your freaking list. That's how you do it. You make sure you are you, and you are being the most important thing in your life. Now I'm talking to myself. That's me. It's me. The alarm. Oh, it goes places. Anyway, so All right, this next parcel comes to us from our Just Saying Things to Think About, Opinion, and In the Know segments of our show. 3 things I don't like when 3 things I don't like when talking to me. Number 1, don't talk to me like I'm your child. Unless, of course, we're playing in that dynamic and it's a whole different story. But anyway, number 2, don't talk to me like I'm supposed to be scared of you. Number 3, never try to talk to me like I'm stupid. Ouch. Okie dokie. Just want to read them one more time. 3 things I don't like. 3 things most people don't like when they're being talked to. Okay? Don't talk to people like they're your child. Unless, of course, they are your child and they still might not appreciate that. So watch how you talk to people. Don't talk to people like they're supposed to be scared of you. Okay? This is not a fucking interrogation. Never try to talk to people like they're stupid. Okay? Number 1, don't talk to me like I'm your child. They ain't your parent, so tell them to go back the fuck up and talk to you with respect. All right? If you find that somebody's talking to you like they're talking down to a child or something, first of all, parents should probably not do that. I don't have kids, so I don't know how to respond to that. But I was a kid once, and I do play children in many things. So therefore, if your own parents talk to you like that, well, deal with it. Okay? What makes someone think you're gonna put up with it? Okay? Personally, my own parents don't talk to me like that. So what makes you think I'm gonna let you talk to me like that? Okay? Don't do it. Don't even play that game. Number 2, don't talk to me like I'm supposed to be scared of you. You are on a level playing field, sucker. You don't have to be scared of anything. So if somebody's trying to talk to you like you should be scared of them, level that playing field. You don't have to be scared of anybody. That's not the point. This is not an interrogation. This is not intimidation. This is not happening. So if you find someone talking to you, making you feel like you're supposed to be scared, stand your ground. No, don't do it. Never try to talk to me like I'm stupid. Never let anyone talk to you like you're stupid. Okay? You know what you know. No amount of education can change the fact that an asshole is still an asshole. Alright? You ain't stupid. Now, there is a lot of stupid out there, and I don't want people to get that fact wrong. Okay, there is a lot of stupid out there, and you can't control it. But know that you are not that stupid person, okay? You know you better than anybody else, or at least you should. All right? And no, you don't need... Just because somebody may have gone further in school and have a bigger tax debt or whatever from you, that don't make them smarter. All right? It just don't. Life experiences take you a long way. Oh, crap. Oh, speaking of a long way, we still got a long way to go. Jesus. They really jam-packed the show today. All right. Okay. With that said, let's go on to the next chunk from our advice, opinion, think before you act, and in the know segments of our show. I am still learning how to go back and reread my own chapters without feeling like I want to set all of my pages on fire. Ouch. Okay, one more time. I am still learning how to go back and reread my own chapters without feeling like I want to set all my pages on fire. Okay, let me think about that. Who doesn't like to sit down to a good book at times, right? You are the author of your own chapters. You need to go back and reread the previous chapters, sometimes to learn from your own past, okay? If you burnt the pages, you wouldn't be able to reflect on your previous chapters so you can write the next chapter better with knowledge. Think about it. You do want to write down. I encourage everybody to get a journal and literally write down. You're not actually writing out the chapters of your life, you're living them. But if you journal, you can go back and see some feelings and things that you might want to improve on or whatever. Now, if you're still going back and thinking that you want to tear up the pages, set them on fire or whatever, no, you're never going to learn from that. You need to be able to reflect on things so you can make things better and make sure you stay on the right path for you. All right, and that brings us to the last component of the show today. Whoo, shoo! I thought we was running out, but you never know. Oh, this one should be in another show. I see it. Anyway, the last component of our show today, which comes to us from our advice, opinions, think before you act, things to think about, and in the know segments of our show. Okay, and the prompter says, cheaters always accuse you of cheating, liars always accuse you of lying, insecure people make you feel insecure. Pay attention to how people treat you. It's a reflection of who they really are. Okay, let's. All right. Now, just because someone has accused you of cheating doesn't always mean they are cheating on you. Okay? It can, in fact, mean that you have displayed this behavior previously. The accuser has knowledge of your cheating, and you are about to be busted. Just saying. Okie dokie. The same applies to lying. Does it really? I think it could. Okay, so yeah, okay, I guess so. The same could apply to lying, or does. And we'll see. And please don't confuse lying intent. Okay, everybody lies. Everybody lies, or at least is capable of doing so. Okay, and because most people have said, "Oh, I don't lie," you lying bastard. Okay, just saying. All right, so I've been like talking nonstop, and I need some water. We got a cup of water. I don't have my bottle because my bottles need to be cleaned. Not that kind of bottle, not that kind of show. Anyway, I had to do that without trying to choke myself. Anyway, thank you. That was good. So, all right. Everybody lies, or at least is capable of doing so. And for those of you saying, but I don't, yes, you do. I used to say I didn't, but that was a lie. All right. Everyone lies, or is at least capable of doing so. Facts, facts, facts. Facts which can be proven, so please don't go there. The intent of the lie needs to be evaluated before moving further with it. Sure. In both cheating and lying, the one doing the behavior may use it to cast doubt on you. Don't fall or play victim to this. Please don't. You know what is really going on. Don't let them place blame where blame should not be. It's like someone trying to tell you that you did not see what you saw with your own eyes, or hear what you heard with your own ears. Okay? You know the truth. Now, if a person is insecure, all right, and there are some people that are insecure, we can all fall victim to that unwillingly or whatever. If a person is insecure, I don't know if they will have the backbone to make another person feel insecure. But I guess it could happen. All right? You really need to pay attention. Just remember, all right? You need to pay attention to what's going on. It's not a hard thing, all right? You need to understand what you need to do for you. Okay, let's do a little recap here. We started with a little rant. I know it probably didn't come along as a rant this week. Wait a second. We got something coming in. Nope. Gotta deal with that momentarily. All right. Oops, you just did. There you go. Absolutely. So, whoopsie, I think I missed something. YouTube. I got something came in about watching something on YouTube. Maybe, possibly. Stupid is a stupid does. All right, Forrest. Thank you, and I'll watch that later. Stupid is a stupid does. Thank you guys for. I needed it. I needed that. Thanks, Forrest. Anyway, so. We did a recap. We're going to do a recap right now of today's show, In Your Shoes, Self-Worth. Before we started the show, we did a little rant. I don't know if it came off as a rant, though. I think I was rather calm about it. You guys let me know. The Mardi Gras rant, was it can we justify it as being a rant, or should I, totally rant about it? Y'all let me know. I think it could have been a better rant, but we'll stick it in the information category. Just like that information about piss freezing. Bet you didn't know that, did you? Absolutely. 23 degrees Fahrenheit, -5 degrees centigrade. Loving it. Absolutely. Centigrade Celsius. When did they change? Is it different? I don't know. Hey, now I have to poll the audience. Centigrade and Celsius. So that's the same thing, or is that two different things? Same thing. Just depends on where you're saying it at, right? Awesome. Thanks. All right. So in our recap, we recapped, you need to listen to the show Money, Taxes, Desserts, and Dick Plus show. You can also go back and listen to Cooking Up Bullshit and Post Myths and Bullshit. And Post Myths and Bullshit was back in 5/19/2020. So, but I think Cooking Up Bullshit, and I know Money, Taxes, Desserts, and Dick Plus show is this year, just recently too. So go back and check them out. If you following me, you guys can contact me on social media for further details. All right, and remember to stay with us, because you don't want to miss some of the upcoming shows. I know I piqued your interest when I said narcissistic sociopath show. That one's taken a lot of research, but we want to get it right for you, because you never know who's living it. Wow. Remember, In Your Shoes, Self-Worth. We want you to remember you are the only one walking in your shoes. You're the only one that's going to experience how you walk in your shoes, and we want you to make sure that you are enjoying that walk as you walk along. All right. So we told you about not holding your breath for apologies. That's for certain, because there's no guarantee you're going to get that apology from other people. But what you need to do is apologize to yourself and get to know yourself better, so you are not owing you anything. You need to stop the self-sabotage. Recognize it's going on and stop it. Treat yourself better, okay? Treat yourself better. Make sure you're treating you better, and then your tribe will start being better, okay? You will start attracting better people when you start treating yourself better. There's people out there trying to make you fail and trying to destroy you on purpose. Beware of those people. Make sure they're not in your tribe. Kick them to the curb or under a bus, whichever you choose to do. Just make sure there's no cameras watching. All right, back to that cup of water. I do say things. I say things, and you can take it however you wish. I say things that people think and are afraid to say. I ain't afraid to say them. All right, remembering that time is something you never get back, and you can be generous with it, but make sure you're not being too generous that you're not taking care of you. Educated people don't necessarily have to go through school to get that education, because life in general teaches you a lot if you're willing to learn. And wow, some people have been hurt so bad they don't want to deal with you. Don't let people talk to you in ways that can offend you, make you scared, make you think, make other people think you're stupid or something, don't put up with anybody's crap. You are being you, okay? You don't need to put up with that kind of crap. And remember to keep that journal. If you're not writing it down, please start and make it fun. Make it something you want to go back and reread. Make it detailed. And don't ever burn the pages of your book, because without those pages, you may one day forget where you've been and where you wanted to go. Okay? Don't do it. Cheaters, liars, and insecure people. You need to pay attention to how you treat yourself and how others treat you. It's just a given. That is something you need to take care of. And the very first thing on the top of that list you need to do is take care of you. All right, we want to give a shout out to our friends at Reese's for Reese's Pieces. I think somebody misplaced the actual thing. Who makes Reese's? Reese's is the company? Okay, they're telling me Reese's is the company. We'd like to thank Reese's for their Reese's Pieces eggs for Easter. We'll probably have a picture out on our social media about that. Make sure you're enjoying your trip to Easter in Easterland. I don't know if everybody has Easter. They might. I don't know. Not everybody has the same holidays. But hey, we talked about that to begin with in the show. Respect other people and their holidays, and respect the fact that other people need to have a freaking life. All right. Well, please remember, you are the one walking in your shoes. You need to know your self-worth. In order to know this, you need to be you. You need to put yourself on the top of your priority list. You need to write you as the lead person in your chapters. Okay? Be the star of your own show. You and only you can do that. All right? And you need to make it happen. Put you first. Okay? You are not going to be the background people anymore. Nothing wrong with doing that. Oh my God, please don't start. There's nothing wrong with being an extra or being not the lead character. But you know what? If it's your life, you need to be the lead character in your life. Okay? Be the star of your own show. All right? I want to thank you all for joining us for this experience. Until next time, all these years we have ended the show with child babies for the most part. Well, we know there's a lot of crap out there to deal with. So we want to add a bit of wisdom for you to remember. So here goes. Please grant yourself the serenity to deal with stupid people the way they are, the courage to maintain your self-control when dealing with stupid people, and the wisdom to know that if you act on the emotions that result from dealing with stupid people, you can go to jail. Later, y'all!